Good morning everyone, welcome to another vlog. Today is Friday. I am working from home again today and Dave and I are up super early. It's 7:30 just now and we're about to head out and take you on one of our coffee walks. I went out on my walk this morning and got to the end of the road before realising that I had forgot to put my contact lenses in. And fun fact, I can't see a single thing without my contact lenses in. I don't even know how I got that far. But I just sat down to work and realised that I still don't have them in, so I'm going to do that just now. I thought we could just chat for a minute while I do them. If anyone's interested, I use the Hubble Daily contact lenses. They're like quite a small kind of independent contact lens brand, and I saw them about 2 years ago on an advert on Instagram, and the advert said that you could try your first pair of Hubble contacts for £1, I'm sure it was. And when you're just new to wearing contacts and you see that you can get a pair of contact lenses for £1, you're like, yes ma'am, please can I have a box of contact lenses for £1? So I tried them and honestly they're really good. I was using just the ones, the Specsavers own brand before, and now I use these Hubble ones and they're really good. My eyes don't get half as dry. I've been using them for about 2 years now, and I have never looked back. I also can put these in honestly without even thinking about it. I'm not weird about my eyes. I know a lot of people are weird about their eyes. Also this is because last night I chopped my finger on my cheese grater. I was making some enchiladas and I was grating some cheese from the top, because you know you need the cheese topping on the enchiladas, otherwise what's the point, right? And I grated the cheese slipped and I just grated off a big bit of my finger, and it's a brand new grater as well, so probably on top of the enchilada somewhere was a bit of my finger. So yeah, quick as that, and the contact lenses are in. I'm keeping this hat on today because my hair, it just needs washed a bit. I only tend to wash my hair once, maybe twice a week, but with the change in weather, my hair always changes when the weather changes, and when it starts to get warmer again from being cold, my hair needs washed more often, so I misjudged that terribly and now I have hair that needs washed. Anyway, I just thought we would chat for a minute while I did my contact lenses, but now I really probably should get back to work for a couple of hours. So I had to take a quick shower break there and wash my hair because it was grossing me out how greasy it was. It felt like it was sticking to my neck. I hate that, especially because last night I did my tan and I used a gradual moisturiser one, and it just leaves you feeling so sticky. So I went for a shower and now I'm feeling nice and new and fresh. My hair is still wet, in case you're wondering. I'm just going to let it dry, I think, today, because I'm not going anywhere anyway. While I was in the shower, I was thinking about last week's vlog when I told you about the 2 new products that I'd got from Ordinary, the 2 serums that I'd ordered, and I thought you would maybe be keen to know how I got on with them, or maybe you'd be keen to know what I think of them. So I thought I could just show you my full skincare routine. Now I will say, and don't come at me because I'm telling you this in confidence, up until very recently I was a makeup wipes and moisturiser kind of girl. I didn't really use any face wash, I didn't really use any cleanser or toner or oils or anything like that. But I did turn 27 in December, so the skin is needing more looked after than it was before. So I've got a couple of products that I use every day, like my kind of ride or die products, and I wanted to share them with you. So there's two kind of ways that I would kind of look after my skin. There's the kind where I take my makeup off and go into bed, or there's the kind where I'm taking my makeup off and going for a shower. So I have different things that I do for different times. So let's start with if I am just taking my makeup off just to go straight to bed at night, then I can't shake my habit. I'm not there yet, I'm trying to be better. First thing I do is I'll take my mascara off and my eyebrow products off with makeup wipes. I'm not really loyal to any one brand of makeup wipes. These just are the Lacura ones out of Aldi. They're super cheap. They're quite dry. I probably wouldn't recommend them, but this is what I'm using just now. I don't wear a lot of mascara, but I do wear mascara, and then I also put mascara on my eyebrows. So these seem to take the makeup off my eyes and eyebrows best, so I'll use these first of all. And then I will go in with this micellar cleansing water. Remember a couple of years ago this was like the thing to use, everyone was using micellar water, and I used to use the one with the pink top on it, but over the last maybe 2 or 3 years my skin has definitely changed from dry skin to more combination skin. So I still get dry here and here, but the rest of my skin is not dry anymore. So I use the green one, which is for combination sensitive skin. I just put some of this on a little circular cotton pad or my makeup halo and just kind of go over my face. That takes off any foundation, concealer, all the rest, and any residue of mascara or eyebrow product that's been left on my face. So after the makeup wipes I'll use this. And then once I'm all cleansed, what I tend to do is, or what I've been doing for the last week anyway, is going in with these two guys. These are the two Ordinary products that I got last week, and truth be told, I'm absolutely loving them. I'm really enjoying using them. I think I can see a difference in my skin using them already after only a week. I feel like my skin definitely looks brighter. I feel like it looks a little bit more lively as well, if that makes sense. Like it's definitely got more bounce to it. Maybe that's just all the quarantine eating that I've been doing, who knows. The first one is the Ordinary Retinol 0.5 in Squalene. It's this one here. I don't use this every night because I did read on the website that this can be quite a lot for your skin to take if your skin's not used to putting retinol. If you're not used to putting retinol on your face, this can be quite a lot for your skin to take. I would say every other night, maybe every other night to twice a week, I'll use this and I just kind of, it's a dropper, which makes it feel really fancy to use. So it's just a dropper like this, and I will just drop kind of a drop here, and a drop on my forehead and rub it in. I also don't put this on the days that I've just applied tan. So for example, I put tan on my face last night, so I won't use this today because it strips the tan off. So every other day or days that I don't have tan on my face, I put some of this on. And then after that's all been allowed to sink in and absorb into my skin, I move on to the Buffet by Ordinary. And this is definitely my favourite of the two. I love this. I don't know what it is about this, but it makes your skin feel so rich. It feels so expensive. And I think this is what's been doing the plumping of my skin and making it look more glowy. Again, it just comes in a little pipette dropper. So I just do the same as I did with the retinol, and I just kind of drop some here on my forehead, rub it all in, and then when it starts to get kind of tacky, then I just pat it in like this. So those two products by The Ordinary I think are super affordable. The buffet I think was £12 and the retinol was less than a fiver, I'm sure, and I think they're great. Like, I really feel like I can see them working. I'm really happy with them. My skin, I've had kind of a couple of breakouts with it, but I think that's kind of to be expected when you try new skincare. Whenever I kind of switch up what I'm doing, I always find that I get a couple of breakouts, usually on my chin, so I'm really not too worried about that. So after I've used these two from The Ordinary, the last thing that I do before I get into bed is I put on eye cream. This is another thing that I'm really new to. I've only been using this probably for the past 3 months or so, and it's the La Roche-Posay Hydrophase Intense U eye cream. I just put a tiny bit on my ring finger, kind of pat it together, and I just go in like this under my eye, and then I bring a tiny bit up onto the top of my eye. I'm not sure if this is making any difference, but if it's going to prevent me from getting wrinkles over the next couple of years, then I'm all here for it. So that's the last thing that I put on my face before I go to bed. Now, if I am taking my makeup off to go in the shower, it's a little bit different. What I'll do is use the makeup wipes to remove the eyebrows and the mascara, and then once I'm in the shower, I've been using this new face wash. It's the Neutrogena refreshingly clear face wash. It's pink grapefruit and vitamin C. It's this nice pink one. If I'm being honest, I just bought it because it was pink and I thought it looked fun. But this is good. I like this. It doesn't make my face feel that kind of dry, tight way that I think a lot of face washes make my face anyway feel like. This doesn't leave me feeling like that. It leaves me feeling like super moisturised and not dry. So this is what I use in the shower if I'm washing my face in there. And then I'll come out of the shower and again just apply The Ordinary and the eye cream. I also wanted to mention my Ride or Die Daytime Moisturiser. I got put onto this by Julia and Hunter Havens probably about a year ago now, and I have not looked back. Like I said, I had really dry skin for a long time, and I'm always worried that one day I'm going to wake up and the dry skin will be back. It made my makeup look horrible. It just gave me such low confidence. So I'm really picky about moisturisers. I want them to be thick. I want to feel as though they're doing something to my face. So Julia and Hunter recommended this and I bought it, and I think this is my third one, and it's the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream with SPF. It's got SPF 30 in it, which my mum will be happy about because she's always telling me that I need to have SPF on under my makeup. But this is a really thick, it feels luxurious. Actually, I could put some on just now because I haven't had any on. It feels super luxurious. It just glides on. It's not itchy, it's not offensively scented. It's just lovely, and I honestly think that this has made such a difference to my skin. My skin has never been as bright, it's never looked as dewy and glowy, and I will probably put it down to this moisturiser single-handedly. So there you have it, that's my full skincare routine, all the products that I'm using just now, and apart from the two Ordinary products that I've been using those products probably for a couple of months now, and I'm really liking how they're making my skin look. So yeah, I mostly wanted to share my review of the two Ordinary products because I know that I had mentioned them in last week's vlog, and I thought maybe some people would be wondering how I was getting on or what I thought about them. But I thought it just made sense to show you my whole skincare routine. I will leave all of the products that I've mentioned in the description box down here so that if there's anything that you fancy checking out, you don't have to search it, it'll be down here for you, so you can just click a link and it'll take you straight to it. I hope you enjoyed that, I hope someone found it interesting, but I need to get back to work now. It's about 11:30 now and we're both feeling a little bit peckish, so I've just made myself a bagel. doesn't look great. The presentation needs work, I'll be honest, but it's a bagel with poached egg, cream cheese and spinach and a little bit of salt and pepper, and the bagel has been toasted. So I'm going to sit at my desk with my bagel and my cup of coffee and just keep on working for now a couple of hours.
You waiting?
Yeah.
You filming me?
One more. This is more of like a show and tell. So, quick backstory. This license plate,
Dave.
So we did like this. It was behind my head. That's
Yeah,
why
close, please.
because of the way.
So I'm all finished with work for the day and we need to pop out to the shops quickly, and we just need to pick up a couple of bits today. So I'm feeling like I'm looking a little bit horrific, so I'm just going to pop on some makeup quickly. I've just dampened my beauty blender, so it's damp. It looks filthy but it's actually clean, I promise. I've just run under the tap to make it damp because this is what I blend all my makeup with after I finish applying it. I'm not going to do anything crazy today. I'm just going to do like a kind of light makeup because we're only going to the shops, but I fancy putting some on. So I think what I'm going to start with, so typically my everyday kind of foundation or my everyday base is the Glossy Perfecting Skin Tint. It's a kind of, I think it's water based, but it's super lightweight. You can kind of still see I've got freckles and you can still see my freckles and everything through it. So I usually wear this like day to day. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of this on first of all. And all I do is just squeeze some up my cheeks like this, and then a bit across my forehead, and then a tiny bit on my chin. So this is all that we need. And then I kind of buff it in with a brush. I just use this Real Techniques one that I've had for 6 million years. I find this Glossy tint, in fact, I was only introduced to Glossy about a year ago, and when we went to New York last year, I went to the flagship store and got loads of stuff, and this is one of the things that I got, and I have not looked back. I was never really one for like a really heavy duty foundation. I think I'm quite lucky in that I'm not particularly self-conscious about my skin. It's, for the most part, it's pretty clear. Usually I get the odd spot here and there, like just now I have got one here, I've got a couple on my chin, but it's not actually something that I feel self-conscious about. I don't think about it much, even if I have got spots, and I know that I'm lucky because I know that a lot of people do struggle with that. But for me, because I'm quite happy with my skin, and I usually have a bit of self-tan on my face anyway, something like this is ideal for me because it just gives me kind of something to even everything out rather than to give coverage. So I've just popped that on my face and blended it in. And now I'm going to use some of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is another thing that I got in the Cult Beauty package that I got last week, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. It is probably maybe one shade too dark for me, but I haven't had any tan on all week. I only did my tan last night, so it's been a wee bit dark for me through the week, but I think today, I just put a wee bit on my nose, I think today it should be fine. So I just put some concealer under my eyes, on my nose, on my chin, and just put a bit on this spot that I've got here. And again, I'm just going to kind of dab it in with this first of all. Like that. If there is any area that I am self-conscious about on my face, it's probably my eye bags. I don't know where these came from. Look at the colour of my hand. I don't know where the eye bags came from. They were never a thing up until very recently. I would say within the last 6 months to a year. They've appeared, and they're not even dark or purple, they're just like, it's just puffy. So if you have anything that you can recommend to help with my puffy eye bags, please let me know. And then I just go in and just kind of bounce it all together. This sponge is not wet, it's just like damp, so if I was to squeeze it, there'd probably be no water coming out of it. So you don't want to be smashing a big wet thing off your face. That's not cute. So I just kind of blend that all together. Until it looks pretty even. And I'm not going to, why not? The other new product that I got was this Hourglass primer powder. I got it last week as well, and I think it's pretty damn stunning, to be honest with you. It's so reflective. I don't know what's in it that makes the light just bounce off wherever you put it, so it makes your skin look so airbrushed and glowy and flawless, and all I do is pat a bit of that under my eyes and then just across my forehead and here. That's the only place I need it, really. I really don't need, like I said earlier, my skin is more on the combination / dry side. I don't need to coat my face in powder, it doesn't do anything for me at all. So just a little bit of that, but this one is great, I love it. I used to use the Rimmel translucent pressed powder, and this is just a game changer. It's so much better and so much more expensive. Then for my eyes, I have this eyeshadow palette that was my mum's. It's a Clarins one. It's just got all these kind of neutral colours in it, which I really like. And I just use this MAC brush that I stole off my sister. And I just use this kind of matte brown kind of skin tone colour. And I just kind of rub it across my eyelid. We're not doing anything fancy here because we're just going to the shops. And again on the other side. If I'm feeling extra fancy, I use this one here quite a lot. So yeah, this one here, the kind of glittery one. In fact, are we feeling fancy? Let's be fancy. Just for a little something. So that's the eyeshadow done. I always do my blusher last. I read somewhere once when I was younger that you should always do your blusher last. So I do. So next I will do my eyebrows. I don't know if I mentioned before, but this eyebrow is a problem area for me. She kind of is fine and full at the front, and then at the end she tails off into pretty much nothing. This one is fine. She's given me life all the time. This one not so much. So I showed you my eyebrow routine before, so I don't really need to explain much about it. It's really easy. Just use a black mascara, preferably one that is kind of dried up. You don't want a fresh mascara because it'll be far too much. You want to use a black mascara or a brown mascara that is kind of dry. And what you're going to do is you're just going to comb it back the way, like this, through your eyebrows, and then you'll go back and you'll kind of fluff them up like this, and then again on the other side you're going to comb backwards inwards towards your nose and then comb up. And that just means that your eyebrows really get the coating because the product drags along the hairs, and then you can just flick them up to give you that kind of laminated eyebrow effect. And then what we'll do after that is go in with this Glossier, what's this called? The Glossier Brow Flick, which already I've told you about. I love. Just now I'm running with a black one because my brown one ran out and it's a little bit dark, so the eyebrows are a little bit extreme just now, but we're all here for an extreme eyebrow, right? So just brushing backwards through my eyebrows. And make sure you get right up. Make sure you get right up to the little hairs at the front. You need to make sure that you attack every one. So you're going to look a bit crazy. See how they're kind of like all pushed about, and then you're just going to brush up. And this is what you're left with compared to this. So I'll just do the same on the other side. You actually want to be careful not to press your mascara on too hard onto your eyebrow, because then what happens is it goes onto the skin and it just looks like a big black smudge. You really want to make sure you're just only getting the hair, because we don't want to smudge mascara all over the skin. So this is what they look like after just the mascara. And then I'm just going to go in with this little pen, and all I do really is draw individual lines to mimic eyebrow hairs. So this is what you will end up with. It looks a lot more like this one now, and this one doesn't even have the pen in it yet. Like I said, this is black, so it's a little bit dark, so they're looking a little bit intense, but you get the idea. It's really natural, and it makes your eyebrows look super full and super fluffy. So I'm just going to quickly do this other one, and then we can chuck on some blusher. Okay, so this is both of my eyebrows finished now. Like I said, it's so easy. It's literally 2 products, and it's not that difficult to do. The hardest part is mastering your kind of individual strokes, but once you've got that down, it's so easy. I can do these now in less than 2 minutes and I'm out the door. And I get a lot of questions about my eyebrows. Like, I get a lot of questions about my eyebrows, and I used to have bad eyebrows, like little skinny, sparse, not there, drawn in with eyeshadow, horrendous things. So I'm really proud of these. They're my pride and joy. So hopefully you find that easy enough to follow, and you can maybe try and recreate it. Last thing I'm going to do is chuck on some blusher. Sometimes I use these glossy cloud paints. I have the shade Storm, and then I have another lighter shade called Puff, which is lovely as well. But I don't really have time for that today because they take a wee bit longer to apply, so I'm just going to use the Rocketeer by Benefit. I like this one because it's got a bit of shimmer in it, and I'm quite heavy with the blusher. I just kind of pat it on, and I always kind of swoop it down. There we go. And then lastly, just some mascara. Okay, so here we're finished. That was super easy. This is definitely the makeup that I would say I wear most days. This is like my going to work makeup. This is my going out for lunch, going shopping makeup. It's super easy, not too much going on, and I think it only takes me 10 minutes. So now that my face is done, I'm just going to run a straightener through my hair and get changed, and then we can be off to the shops. Yo! So we're just back from the shops and a little walk. We went a wee walk through the park, and we went all around Queen's Park, which was lovely. It's like 19 degrees outside today, which is mental, absolutely mental. It's roasting, feels proper summery. I had to stick my hair in a wee ponytail when I get in there because it's feeling a bit warm. We got the goodies, we got some Corona. I've been searching for this stuff for like ages and it's never been in stock, so we found some. We're excited for that. I need to put it in the fridge. And we just got a couple little bits that we need, like some eggs for tomorrow and a pizza for dinner. So it's only coming up 6 o'clock just now though, so I think what we're going to do is I will put away all the shopping, and then I think we're going to go out the front and see how the weeds are doing that David sprayed with the weed killer during the week, see how that goes. I'm feeling super envious of people who have lovely big gardens to sit in at this time. It would be really nice to be somewhere where we could just potter about and sit out the back or do a barbecue or something like that. We don't really have, well, we've got the garden out the back, it's not really our space, and I wouldn't really tend to sit out there. So hopefully we can get the front garden looking a bit nicer. David just said that he quite fancies getting some planters to put maybe some plants out the front and make it look a bit more cute as well. So we'll see what happens with that. But I think first things first, we definitely need to get some chairs. Oh my god, imagine us two sat out the front on our camping chairs out the front of our flat. oh my god, we're like an old couple. Anyway, I will start putting these bits and bobs away for the shopping, and then I'm going to crack open a Corona. Right, we're just about to go out and get these weeds out the front garden, but before we go outside, I thought I could show you the new hallway decor that I've got. It was a little DIY project. It's been my first DIY lockdown project so far. Our hallway in here, we had, let me just put this light on so I can show you. Before I put this here, we had just a tiny little white mirror here, and it really wasn't doing anything for the hallway at all. Like, it was so small, and just like, because our hallways are massive and the ceilings are massive, because it's a tenement flat, so we had this tiny little rubbish mirror in the corner, and it was just doing nothing. So I've done a little DIY in the corner I want to show you because I'm quite pleased with it. But let me show you the rest of the hallway first. So this is our doorway, and you walk in here and we have this big long hall, and we bought this bench when we moved in just to fill this space here. This wasn't ours, this was here before we moved in. Anyway, you can see what I mean by the ceilings are big and the corridor's really big. So this is what I've put in the corner here. So this is the mirror that was white before, and what we did is we just masking taped it all off, covered the glass, and we just spray painted it black. And then I've popped it on, this is a table from a nest of tables that I have got in the living room. They actually came from my gran's mum, and my gran gave them to us when we moved into the flat. So I just took one out of the nest and put it there, and then I just perched the mirror on top. And then here I've just got some dried eucalyptus in an old, I think that's an old like Caesar sauce bottle or something. And then I've just stacked up these 3 books and put some fairy lights in this little boat that Dave made me when we were younger. And I just kind of stacked them on top and put them in the corner here. And I think it just makes it look a little bit more cosy. So I'm very pleased with that. I was trying to kind of thrift from what I had in the flat to fill the corner space, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. So watch this space, there'll probably be, now that I've got the bug, there'll probably be more than one lockdown DIY to come. But now I'm going to get myself a Corona and go and help David with this.
Did you put any Pepsi in the fridge?
Sorry?
Did you put any Pepsi in the fridge?
No, I didn't put any Pepsi in
I'm
the
sure I
fridge.
shouted from the bedroom. Can you put some Pepsi in the fridge as you're putting your Coronas in?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'll have a warm Pepsi then, thanks.
Okay, well, cheers. Pizza night has been served. Let me show you quickly what we've got. I'm actually really happy with it. It turned out really good, so let me show you. We've got our, this is the cheese and tomato pizza that I just added some mushroom, onion and some chili flakes and some cheese, some extra cheese. So this is mine, this is David's, and this is just lettuce and some red pepper and a mayo, green pesto and lemon juice kind of salad dressing. And then we've just got this little tub of wedgies, so we can just dig into those as well. So I think we're just going to eat these and watch some Sopranos or just chill. I'm going to have a couple more Coronas, etc, etc. So I think I'll just leave it here for tonight, but thank you so much for watching as always. Please, if you've got this far, could you just hit the thumbs up button and like this video? Any interaction is great and it really helps me. Leave a comment if you want to, and if you're not already, please subscribe, and I will see you very soon. Oh, before I forget, stay tuned because David and I ordered some bikes online yesterday and they're due to come over the next couple of days, and we're going to vlog us building the bikes and taking them out for their first ride. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!